been out again.
Oh, that would count in our
Is that
league.
your birthday? Was it on your birthday?
No.
No. But
No.
what's your earliest memory?
The earliest memory? Oh, probably riding a three-wheel tricycle on two wheels. One wheel, my father, or mother, I think, hit in our garage and broke one wheel. So the bike was off center. One front wheel, one back wheel to the left, and I was able to tip it over the side, balance it, and ride it around.
Were you able to slide?
In order to stop, let the right hand down on the axle down on the street and ground itself to a point. But anyway, probably the oldest one I can remember was, if it was a decent one.
You weren't that young, though.
Yeah, riding a three-wheel bike, I had to be young.
Oh, I thought it was one of those old antiques.
No, that was a
your
different
uncle.
That was later.
Do you remember any of your old birthday parties or birthday celebrations?
Did your mother make parties and
Yeah,
bake cakes?
years ago, vaguely remember played Pin the Tail on a Donkey. I think I was a donkey.
Oh,
Did you hear that? He thought he was the donkey. Did you ever? Don't you kids remember playing Pin the Tail on the donkey?
Yeah.
As part of your birthday parties.
I remember Danny was the donkey.
Come on.
we played pin the face on the jack-o'-lantern because it was seen as harmful to pin tails onto donkeys. Don't forget it was
Did you-
raised on birthday.
Did you ever play? Reuben twins, did you ever play the game Pin the Tail on the Donkey when you were little?
I think so.
I actually
No?
played in the most recent party we had before the pandemic with some of my friends at the house in Berkeley. So I'd say I'm fairly recently familiar.
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
Forever young.
Did you, Mimi? Did you ever, when you were a kid?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely. And me, what about Hawaii? Did they ever play that?
Well, yeah. When I was little, we were in California, but yeah, we also had a lot of birthday parties. We had piñatas,
Oh, yeah.
and
No,
that
we didn't have piñatas.
Yeah, we had one.
We had
Well,
one
now
at
the
Lime
kids-
one year.
We had a piñata in line.
We had it in Lime. You're right, Danny. Yeah.
That's what it was.
And
party.
who's wet?
That's fun.
Was
And
it
Barney was a
Barney? Who
pinata.
was whacking it?
Remember
Or you did?
that?
Yeah.
Oh, Corinne.
It's full of candy.
Yeah.
Well, the only problem with the piñatas at birthday parties is at least the moms are always trying really hard to have any kid get hit in the head with the bat.
Come on, Lucille.
With
That
the-
works out great. Yeah.
Kelly.
Hey, Rachel.
Yes.
Rach,
Rachel.
Yeah, Dad?
why is everybody dressed up? What's
Well,
the occasion?
because it's for fun. It's a benefit golf tournament, and
Yeah.
we just do silly things. We have silly team names, and we dress up.
I love your mask, Rachel.
I was
Yeah,
admiring.
I will-
Rachel,
It
Yeah.
matches.
same mask.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, Dad.
They're wearing your masks.
That's one
Yeah.
made that, and it's the fabric.
No,
that-
I'll just do it.
yeah.
Go ahead.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. You go ahead.
Pat on that.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I gotta go hit a shot. Wait a minute.
Hey, good luck
All right,
out
go
there.
ahead.
Well, why don't you let everyone else talk in your group as we're there, though? Because I'd love to hear what they're saying. I think I can.
Say that again.
No.
I'm gonna put you down for a second.
All right.
All right.
Michael, mute
Don't
her.
forget to pick us up. What a clear blue.
Actually, it's
No.
probably my most comfortable mask.
So if people want to say a word, we can start with Rachel because her battery may be running out. If
My
any,
battery's almost
Never.
gone.
You want
I'll
to
say a word.
Best
Um,
Say a word. Word.
A word. So I have to always, and I think about this daily, thank my dad for teaching me all about business. Well, yeah, all about business. And if I've been successful at all, it's because of him. However,
Thank you.
I do have kind of a quick funny story because we used to work together in the hardware store. And this was one year, it was Valentine's Day. And he usually used to send me out for presents from Mom. This year, Dad went out on his own. And he went, as Danny corrected me, to the Roma across the street who are selling roses. So the rose was in a skinny vase and the vase was full of water. And Dad drove the half-hour home from Dorchester to Sharon with the vase between his legs because he didn't want the rose to get squished or the water to spill. And he gives Mom the rose. And guess what? It was plastic. Lottie wasn't so happy.
I remember that.
My other memory.
Well, it was the thought that counts.
Very, very funny.
Oh, Rach, that's cute.
You mean
Who
when I
else?
bought it, I thought it was real?
You thought it was real and you protected it all the way home.
Aw, it's very sweet.
That's cute.
Anyone who
So
wants,
I guess on that note, I have to leave because I keep getting warnings that my phone's going to die and I don't want to. I guess I don't know. I used up a lot of juice, but
hi, Rachie.
happy birthday,
Love
Dad.
you.
Grace,
All right.
Thanks for
All right,
your
Grace.
efforts.
And we'll talk again. Have fun. Bye.
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 Who wants to say anything? You can raise your hand.
Happy birthday, Gramps.
Thank
I
you.
have a favorite memory, which is Camp Lottie and Phil. I think that was a distinct privilege being the eldest, going on planes when I was maybe 10 years old.
Oh, yeah.
I think you
First
were
time going
yeah,
on a
10 or
plane
11.
alone. And back in the day, you could meet me at the gate. Can you
yeah.
believe that?
Yeah,
I remember that.
I can
I remember
remember you
spending-
vividly.
running off the plane. Here I am. I did it.
Yeah. And I remember spending,
Oh,
5
yeah.
days with you all before the family arrived, and we went
Yeah.
picked berries at, what is it, Ward's Farm?
Lord's Farm.
Lord's Farm,
And-
yeah,
yeah.
we had ice cream.
And we played tennis with the burgers, and we had
Right,
good food.
right.
You always cooked me ziti and blueberry pie.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, we did golf once, Grams. Went to the driving range. I kept hitting the balls off the divider, which is, I guess, why they're there. So you don't hit the person next to you.
And it bounced back at you.
Yeah, so many good memories. That's one I wanted to share.
All right.
Yeah.
Danny.
So I have a memory from about 10 years old, too. Mom must have had a
Wait,
conversation.
10 years ago, I was an old man.
No, when he was 10 years old.
10 years old, so
Oh,
just 54 years ago. And you and Mom must have talked about this because you went down the hall to my bedroom where I was, and we began the conversation.
The conversation.
This was going to be a conversation about the birds and the bees.
what do you want to know, Dan?
Too late. It's
Do
too
you have
late.
clarifying questions you need?
Punchline, because you sat down next to me kind of uncomfortably.
Oh,
I was kind of uncomfortable. And you said, is there anything you want to know? No, I don't think so, Dad. And you said, great, I'm glad we talked.
Hey, all right. I'll give you my
In that case, I will add my birds and the bees story because
Oh, no.
obviously Dad's work evolved. So when it was my turn, which was probably a few years before Danny's, I was sent into the bedroom. And Dad was there waiting for me, and Mom had obviously set this up. And he phrased the question to me slightly differently. He said, "Okay, Mike, what don't you know?"
whoa.
I said, I don't know. I said, okay,
How did
okay.
you answer that?
Same way Danny did.
What? I don't know.
Nope,
and that,
I'm glad I don't remember all of this.
but I do know that we have Nick, we have Barney, we have Peter, Eric, and Emily. So obviously the boys figured it out on their own.
Well,
You must have had enough information.
and he clearly evolved from Rachie because I don't think Rachie got that talk at all based on what I've heard.
We'll find out
Oh,
Why do
Oh.
pictures move around?
oh, Emily, what have you heard, Emily?
I just heard a lot of
No,
stuff about
better
the
not.
trip.
No.
That's
She always hates the
Why-
woods.
Hey, Michael, why do the pictures move around?
Sometimes when someone leaves, they move around. I'm not sure why on Zoom pictures change order. Sometimes
Barney has a phone.
Just for fun.
Barney's using his phone as a camera, my guess is, and so it's mobile.
Danny, do you have more to say?
Danny.
That was it.
Oh, he's done.
No, I could go on forever, but why would I do that?
You were waving your hand.
Yeah, he nailed it.
Okay.
Yes, Mimi.
So Phil, do you remember the boys were about 11 months old and we came up to stay with you and Lottie and Sharon, and Harold came down and was working on our kitchen?
I remember that.
Yeah, sure.
So Danny and Harold were living together and I was with you. I had a much better arrangement. But anyway, so one day I was changing diapers and Barney had that hernia. Do you remember the hernia?
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
No.
And so I
Blacked it out, Barney.
Oh, I was too young to remember that.
So anyway, Phil, we got him together, got the doctor, got, Boston Children's, and Phil drove on the access ramp on the highway really fast. I mean, he was like, I don't care, I'm just plowing through because I'm going to get this boy to the hospital, which, to me, I'm trying to be very calm because I have a baby and, you don't want the baby to get upset. But you were so amazing. And the thing about what I remember you said to me was like, after it was all over and everything was done, you said to me, I don't know how you could have been so calm. But you were just so able to manage that. And it was such an intense moment, moments.
Yeah.
Especially when they took Barney from my arms in the hospital. And I just, that's when I started to cry. But here's the last part of it, and that is that I couldn't fly home without another person. So you, Phil, you flew to Philly holding one baby, and I held the other, and then you turned around and flew right back to Sharon. So you're just like the superhero who rescued
And you know what?
in need. Yes.
Probably heard this before. When you got to the airport in Philadelphia, you had to use the ladies' room.
Right.
So I was standing outside, with 2 kids in my hand. What a hit I made.
Yeah, they must have wondered. Yeah, what an old daddy.
A woman who was like, oh, looking at you like, way to go, Phil.
So
I do remember that time,
Who
Mimi.
did you hold with greater care, the twins or that plastic rose?
Don't answer that.
It's a contest. It's a contest. Well, this is just a wonderful thing you've put together. Thank you. It really is unusual.
Great idea.
Yeah, we miss you, all of you. And what can I say? It makes our day and our weeks and our months.
We feel as though we're in isolation here. The only thing is, you have the sun, you have the sea, you have a view. It's not that bad.
You have the intercoastal, you have the ocean. It's not so bad. Just, it's going to be a while before we get through this, we all know. But we're a pretty strong family, and we do make things that are difficult easier, because you have to have optimism, because without it, it's...
You got nothing.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Who's on? Oh.
Was that just,
Wait, did
Come
they?
on, Grandpa.
Did they just die?
Yeah.
So that was just
Looks-
the poetic
What do you
ending.
really think about them?
That was very dramatic.
Wow.
Like,
That was-
It's all
Flawless.
it makes me feel really nervous.
disappearing all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So this
Wow.
happened- this happened
accidentally
when talking with them on the
hung
phone,
up.
like chatting with them, and then all of a sudden Lottie gives, like kind of a wrap up like that, and I'm like, oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
guess you're done. Okay.
We know you're busy. You have things to get to, and like, I'm actually not. I'm
I'm
good.
just on a walk.
I actually,
I'm gonna call them and just make sure that was intentional.
Yeah.
I love you.
Love you.
Okay, we're gonna say goodbye, and I'll continue sending videos out today and Tuesday, all in celebration of you, Dad.